Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case,
he's got a man complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to throw, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup, touchdown Cowboys. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And coming up with an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Eckler again, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Here comes third and about a foot.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, 27 yards. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Cowboys in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 64 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak. Plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is. And let's face it, this team is playing something.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Lawrence is somebody who remains a fearsome rusher off the edge, even if the sack totals aren't as high as they used to be. But 17 forced fumbles over the last 6 seasons proves he's still getting the job done.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the run, it's Dowdle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. To the air again, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. The Cowboys will go. Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Luke Schoonmaker
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Herbert.
That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers first down.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
That is caught.
He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, 55 yards. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They run again with Dowdle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action now, Prescott. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A running play, it's Dowdle. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Cooks from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Mozzie Smith brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
And it's fielded at the 34. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Dowdle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Chargers 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now, they were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Hey, Kappa.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Herbert.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. To throw is Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the set on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere,